Are you wondering what kind of winter we'll have in the Tennessee Valley? Well, I'm Local 3 Storm Alert Chief Meteorologist David Carnes, and I've got the answers. Watch my winter weather forecast right now on local3news.com or on the Local 3 News app.
Were you recently hurt while riding in a Lyft or an Uber? You could be entitled to compensation. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, has dedicated attorneys who fight to get you more. Don't let this slip by. Dial Pound Law now.
Can everybody be good with money? A Regions Green Print plan is giving Regina a personal path to open new doors. With some guidance, she's feeling more confident with money. Let Regions show you the way.
Hazards lurk in the places we frequent. A simple step can lead to unexpected consequences. Navigating the aftermath of a slip or fall isn't straightforward, especially when relationships are at stake. Remember, their property insurance steps up, not their wallet. Let us guide you through the maze, ensuring you get justice without burning bridges. If you've been injured on someone else's property, contact Watermark Keith. It's more to us. It's personal.
They say there's wonder in these great Smoky Mountains. You'll find it in a winter wonderland that warms your heart and in each other. Join us for Dollywood's Smoky Mountain Christmas, ending January 5th.
Love every moment.
I'm C-Mark. I'm John Mark.
Ride alive.
Never text and drive.
Always wear your seatbelt.
We're now in Cleveland, Tennessee.
At 440 Stewart Street Northeast.
641-HURT.
That's 641-4878. We are your local law firm.
Go Vols.
Your child could shine as a Local 3 Junior Forecaster. Wednesdays at 5:30 on Local 3 News. If they love the weather and can read on camera, send a video to juniorforecaster@local3news.com. Presented by Warren & Griffin, your local 5-star law firm.
Good morning. So nice to begin the day with you. A big smile on your face. I hope this morning we're not talking politics. We're not talking anything controversial. We're going to settle into a good book this morning. What do you say? Kelly Flemings has 2 for us to read today. One of our co-workers, Alondra, is already excited because she says one of them that you brought, you can't put it down. So
oh no, it's fantastic. Great to see you too, Julie.
So, okay, the last time you were here, you had some Halloween books.
Yes.
And I have been not on a good reading trend lately. That's really bad of me. I think I'm reading a book and I can't get into it and I keep trying to. So, but the one that you brought last month, do you remember them?
I brought the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires.
That's the one. Our coworker Jason Wright came running down the stairs and he said, "Oh my gosh, that is such a good book."
Oh good, I'm so glad he enjoyed it.
Yeah, he did. So tell us about these.
Well, the first one is one of my all-time favorites. It's a middle grade, so it's 4th to 8th grade, but I've turned a lot of adults onto it. It's called The Unwanteds. It's a series. There's 7 books in the series, and it's kind of this wonderful twist of The Hunger Games meets Harry Potter with a little bit of Lois Lowry's The Giver in it.
Oh, wow, that's a complicated
It's
mix.
fantastic, and I know I'm going to get some hate mail over this, but I actually enjoyed this series as much, if not a little more, than Harry Potter.
Why would you get hate mail over that?
There's a lot of Potterheads out there that are diehard.
But her early books were slow.
Well, she was developing her craft and really starting to learn it. Whereas with Lisa McMahon, she launches right into really great storytelling, wonderful characters. And the thing I love about it is so many of the issues, even though it's kind of a fantasy world, the issues that the kids face are issues that kids in real life face. And the way they go through it, I believe, helps kids to deal with things like loss, with friendship, with bullying, all that kind of stuff.
And this is a contemporary work. I mean, this has just come out, right?
It's actually been out for, over a dozen years.
Oh, a long time.
But I've read that series 5 times, and I've run 3 book clubs for kids off of it.
Okay, so is The Unwanteds the first in the series?
This is the first one in the series.
Okay, so that's the one to read. And what a great thing to do, parent and child.
Oh, definitely.
Together.
Especially where it is, a middle grade book, like I said, but grown-ups get into it as
yeah.
much. So it's a really fun read, and it brings up a lot of topics that parents and kids can talk together
Remember
about.
when the Percy Jackson books came out?
Yes.
And my older daughter Emily walked around the house like this, like she bumped into doorways reading that book. So how great if that's what this one does.
Oh, it's wonderful.
This one looks like a Thanksgiving harvest book. What is this one? The Fabled
Well,
Earth,
I'm thankful
it's called.
for it because it's an excellent book.
Okay.
It's by Kimberly Brock. She's actually native to North Georgia. She lives outside of Atlanta now, and it's her third book, but it is a standalone. And it is just the epitome of rich, lush Southern writing. It takes place on Cumberland Island down off the coast of Georgia in two different time frames, 1939 and 1952. I hope I got those right.
Okay.
But it's about storytelling, and back in 1939, fictional, there was a huge Gilded Age party by the Carnegies, and there was a bonfire that night, and lives were lost, lives were ruined, and then you see the aftermath of that down the road in these three female characters. If you're a big fan of Southern literature like Pat Conroy Flannery
O'Connor,
then you're going to love The Fabled Earth.
Okay.
And I hope you don't mind, I had a quote that I came across in this book that I absolutely love. I wrote it down to make sure I didn't get it wrong.
Okay.
Every one of us has a library we're carrying around right inside of us. All those stories just waiting. Did you know that's why all stories are ghost stories? There are ghosts, and we give them life to walk through this earth and keep us company.
Ooh.
And this is just a rich, beautiful story about storytelling because there's folklore involved about the South, and it really clashes with the reality of what happened that night in 1939 coming back around.
And those barrier islands of Georgia are really spectacular. Have you ever been to Cumberland Island?
I've never been to Cumberland,
Okay.
but I've been to the area.
You take a ferry to get over to Cumberland Island. I have a brother who lives down that way. But you know, Jekyll Island is where you have all of the ruins of the Carnegie and Vanderbilt homes, and the Rockefellers were down there. And so it's not a stretch at all.
Oh, no. And her writing is so vibrant that you feel like you can watch the mansions crumbling right before your eyes. She does such a wonderful job with it.
So that quote you just read, if you read it again, I might interpret it differently, but that basically all of us are walking around with a story.
Exactly. Whether it's our personal stories, other stories that have shared with us, storytelling bridges gaps. It brings people together. You find common ground within yourself and within other people that, you know, no matter what your beliefs or positions in life stand, there's something that connects all of us, and it's found in our stories.
I've been telling people, I'm not going to get into it or tell you the name of the movie, but my husband and I went to see a movie over the weekend, and it was not at all what I expected. And so there was like a kind of a letdown in a way, because I was expecting one thing and got another. But then the more I've been gone from the theater, the more I reflect on that movie. And it's been a long time since I saw something that made me do the thinking for myself, as opposed to telling me what to think.
Those are great.
It was a great movie. And so when you read, it stirs up emotion in you.
It does.
And causes you to feel.
And this is one of those books that you don't plan to rush through. You sit and savor it.
Okay, my friend. Okay, I'm going to cozy up to a good book. You do the same thing. You can find Kelly, by the way, at the Soddy Daisy Community Library. It is a free membership. If you are watching, you can be a member at no cost.
Doesn't matter where you live.
And they do so much outreach in the area. You can learn more at kelkurtfoundation.org. There's their Facebook page. Go see them and find either the Unwanteds or the Fabled Earth. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
I'm thankful for you.
I'm thankful for you.
Hi, I'm Trevor. Welcome to the Hemp House. Let me show you where the treats are.
Our selection of local products allows the Hemp House to bring a little calm to life's journeys, whether you're blessed with 4 legs or just 2. The Hemp House, 4 locations to serve you, or online at hemphousechat.com.
A simple step can lead to unexpected consequences. Navigating the aftermath of a slip or fall isn't straightforward. If you've been injured on someone else's property, contact Wedemark Keith. It's more to us. It's personal.
You know, There's millions of people without the health insurance they need.
I get it. You feel like it's too pricey, a headache to deal with, and not worth it.
You deserve something better and better. We're on a mission to get everyone high-quality health insurance. We have plans with as low as $0 out-of-pocket premiums, a network of local doctors, and a rewards program for making healthy choices.
Nice.
That's why we're America's #1 marketplace health insurance. So call us or go online now. And Better Health. On a mission for better.
Holiday shopping all in one place. Hamrick's, your gift-giving superstore. Select sleepwear, robes, and slippers, $9.98. Heated throws, $29.98. Flannel sheet sets, $18. Seasonal home and gift items, $5. As seen on TV, clean machines, $20. Other seen on TV items, $16. And a huge selection of gifts starting at $5. Hamrick's, your gift-giving superstore.
At Wedemark Keith, we believe in a different kind of attorney-client relationship. It's our commitment to stand by your side, fight for you, and treat your case with the care and dedication it deserves. Wedemark Keith, it's more to us. It's personal.
The Hemp House is committed to offering safe access to locally sourced products from farmers that we trust. Products that can help you with everyday health and wellness. Our experts can help you pick the perfect product for your needs. The Hemp House, 4 locations to serve you or online at hemphousechat.com.
Local 3's news and weather apps take us with you everywhere.
The Hamilton County Fair comes to McDonald Farm this weekend, and it promises to be 3 days of fun, 1 night of fun. TVFCU gets the credit for the night of fun. They're bringing fireworks on Sunday. This, of course, is Tammy Zumbrin, Matt Foles. Good to see you both. Are y'all ready?
Oh, gosh, we're excited, aren't we?
When we begin talking about the fair, November 8th to 10th seems so far away, and now here we are.
This week, here we
go.
Yes, you're up there today working.
All this week is
we're decorating hay bales today.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. I don't know if you remember last year, but they did these photo hay bales, and they're very creative and fun, and so kind of.
So I want to talk about the timing of this because the weather looks to be promising. There's a little bit of rain in the forecast, but I think we're also sick of the summer still being here. That's going to make it feel a little bit more like fall.
Yes.
That's my optimistic spin.
And also, I think the rain is outside of our production window, so
yeah.
I like that. But I think that is we're ready for a little bit of that fall, and I think that's why we like November, so that we can maybe do some little bonfires and have a little kind of set that mood.
So now, are fireworks customary at the end of the?
Well, they are now. We did them last year, and it was phenomenal. It was a great way to end. I thought it was so cool because I looked out over the field and people were laying down, just looking up at the fireworks. I mean, it was just really neat. People slowed down, enjoyed the farm, enjoyed a day with their family, and it was a great community event.
And then having the symphony there, like it was really incredible.
The symphony was wonderful.
Just you wouldn't expect that at a fair, but then the symphony and then followed by the fireworks. My kids love the fireworks.
You know, I think, and nothing wrong with this. If it's what you love, it's what you love. But it seems like we've come to a point now where the minute Halloween's over, we're right into Christmas, and we forget about the real joy of celebrating the harvest season and fall.
Right. We're taking a pause, and we're celebrating veterans because it's Veterans Day weekend, and we really want to honor them. So there will be some special music, and we're raising money for Wreaths Across America.
Wreaths Across Chattanooga. We're trying to get a wreath on every grave this year, and they actually did that last year. They achieved their goal, so that was great. But I think that's the point: is that we want to honor the veterans. We start with that, and then we also finish with that. So it's kind of the theme the whole weekend. But to your point about the harvest, I mean, the idea is like celebrating the agriculture. We have more agriculture this year, and so like the key this year was more of everything. We listened to what folks wanted, and we have more parking.
There's also been a very intentional effort, as I understand it, to make this accessible for everybody, and so you've had some great underwriters come in to keep the price really low.
Well, I mean, once again, Little Debbie's our title sponsor, and so they've really helped us keep that price down. But Kubota, Big Woody's, EPB. I mean, once again, we couldn't do it. TVFCU.
Right.
There is no fireworks without them, and so.
But $13 gets you in for all 3 days.
Yeah.
That's unheard of.
I mean, just the rodeo show alone. If you went to that by itself, it's a $15 ticket for one night.
Yeah,
normally.
and there's 2 rodeos. There's one Friday, one Saturday, and then 3 or 4 or 5 lumberjack shows.
We have the lumberjack shows.
I mean, they're going on off and on
plus, I mean,
all day
Sister
Saturday.
Hazel on Friday.
Yeah, great music.
Oh, the music.
Brandon Davis, Larry Fleet. And so, I mean, all at $13 for 3 days of fun.
Get you everything.
And I think y'all were throwing out some numbers, making me feel very intimidated before we got on the air. Like veterans have an even lower cost.
Yeah, so $6 at the gate. And so the idea is that, and 10 and under are free.
Yeah.
And so it's one of those, so kids, I mean, basically, and all the rides, I mean, once again, that's what I'm excited about too.
All rides are free.
They can ride all day, and and it's all free.
So if you are lucky enough to have been born and raised in Chattanooga, I would think that the site of the fair means so much to you because it's history that's just being used now in a new way.
That farm is incredible. If you've never been there, I'd highly encourage coming. It's gorgeous.
Well, and just then, like, I mean, it's gorgeous every day, but like the animation, I mean, it feels like where a fair should be.
It does.
Right? Like when you get there and you look at the mountains and you see all the animals, like it just feels right.
Are you, not that we're going to dip our toes in political waters, but are you both kind of pinching yourselves at the irony of it because we're all going to need the break so much come the weekend?
We're staying busy today.
We have fun fireworks is what we say on Sunday. Like, today might be a different type of
We're going to just have
fireworks.
fun.
Well, that's my point.
From anything stressful, we're having fun.
Are you theming the fireworks at all, or is it a big surprise?
Oh gosh, it is an all-American
theme.
I mean, the
music. They get to pick the music.
And the music will be patriotic.
And the symphony again is not the CSO.
It's the East Tennessee Symphony and Orchestra.
Right. That's right. Which they do a phenomenal job. They're the ones who typically do the 4th of July in Collegedale, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and there's even a concert at lunch.
Yeah, no. So Natural State. So Sunday we've actually added more. So Natural State, and then Deanna Crawford. And then Ted Goki's going to be there as well. So we're really kind of, and then there's a cornhole tournament. We might get the Tennessee Titans game up on the big screen.
The Titans game would be great. Mr. P, our porcupine mascot, he's going to be in the cornhole tournament.
Oh, fun. Now, if you want to play, like in the cornhole tournament, do you sign up? How do you?
So basically, that's our local celebrity one. So it's one of those. Yeah. I think that last year we had 16 teams, and Brandon Davis and his son actually they won the first round, and I think Coke was the one that ended up taking the whole thing. But
so to get tickets, do you get them day of? Do you go online to get them? What's the best way?
So the best way is to go online or just get them so you don't have to worry about it. But so HamiltonTNFair.com is where you go. They're actually less expensive if you go online now. $13. Ahead of time, $15 at the gate.
But that's for the whole 3 days.
3 days, yeah.
Bring a blanket in the car on Sunday, though. That way you can spread out, lean back on that grass, as Tammy said, and watch those fireworks. Yeah. And it's the daylight change, so that it gets dark a little bit earlier.
Yes, so kids can get home in bed in time. Of course, they don't have school Monday, which is even better.
And y'all aren't open on Monday.
We're not open, hey.
It's the Hamilton County Fair, 8th, 9th, and 10th at McDonald Farm. Big thanks to TVFCU for sponsoring those fireworks and to everybody who makes the fair possible. Going to be a good weekend.
It's going to be fun.
Thank you.
Dude, you seen this new video? It's good.
It's funny.
No, that's not the funny part.
That's good.
Being forced to watch a 10-minute video is hard. Hiring Morgan & Morgan for your injury is easy.
Oh, that's the wrong video.
Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, is easy.
Lowe's knows getting it done is easier said than done.
Thanks. Happy to help.
So if you
got the lights,
we've got same-day delivery to help you get it
done.
Lowe's knows how to help you holiday.
Sometimes I do struggle with fatigue.
My stomach hurts. I have brain fog.
I have trouble sleeping.
I have joint pain.
I deal with anxiety and depression.
Nobody wants to think about cold weather, but now's the time to winterproof your home. Is your house cold every winter? Your home needs foam. Are your heating costs too high? Your home needs foam. Do you have different temperatures in different rooms? Your home needs foam. USA Premium Foam is over 35% more efficient than ordinary, weaker insulation. Winterproof now and get 0% financing for 72 months.
USA Insulation.
My name is Paul, and I called the Insiders after my motorcycle accident. They really stepped up to the plate, in my opinion. The settlement I got at the end was more than I expected. I couldn't have asked for better representation of my accident.
It's just that easy.
Well, good Tuesday. It is election day, and we are tracking some really nice weather here across the Tennessee Valley. Now, we're still going to have quite a bit of cloud cover, maybe a few peaks of sunshine, but it's going to be very warm and looks like we're going to stay dry. So as you're heading out to your polling locations, not going to be any major issues out there. 76 will be your high in Chattanooga, 77 in Chattanooga, actually 76 in Cleveland. We'll have 78 in Athens, 70 in Altamont, and 72 in Lafayette. And again, our average high for this time of the year, 66. So we're going to be well above that mark. And as we take a look at your futurecast, a lot of cloud cover throughout the rest of the afternoon. Now by this evening, can't completely rule out a stray shower or two, but for the most part, it looks like we're going to stay dry. More spotty showers overnight, a lot of cloud cover building back in by the time we wake up on Wednesday morning. And then as we get into your mid-morning hours, we'll have some of those scattered showers coming through. It looks like the heaviest rain might stay just to our east, but we're still going to have some pretty good rain coming through at times. It's not going to be an all-day washout, but we're certainly going to have a better chance of rain tomorrow compared to any of the last couple of days that we've had. And then going into the evening, the rain will gradually start to taper off, and then overnight just going to be cloudy. But this is kind of going to spark more of an active pattern here across the Tennessee Valley. Looks like we could have more rain, all due to what is in the Caribbean right now. We have Tropical Storm Raphael. So we'll track this out and then take another look at our futurecast. Again, as of this morning, was a tropical storm, likely becoming a hurricane throughout the afternoon into the evening, making landfall in western Cuba and then moving into the Gulf. And then the question is, what happens as it gets into the open waters of the Gulf? Well, water temperatures are much cooler as it is November, so we're not looking at a very strong storm, likely going to maintain tropical storm strength and then either go towards Texas or towards the northern Gulf. And if it goes up the easternmost track, we're likely to see an influx of tropical moisture into your weekend. So here's a look at your futurecast. Again, through Thursday, that front still kind of stalled out, which could give us a few additional showers Thursday afternoon. Now, as we get into your Friday, will we have that tropical moisture? Well, if we do, we're likely to see a pretty good surge of some moisture coming up, which will give us some rain. So if you have plans for Friday night football or whatever it may be, you may be dodging some showers. And then heading into your weekend, it looks like more rain going to be possible here as we get into your Saturday and even into Sunday. So it looks like this weekend, again, if you have those outdoor plans, just be mindful. We're going to have some pretty good rainfall coming through and over the next 7 days. And again, a lot of this will come between Wednesday and about, we'll say, Sunday evening. We could pick up upwards of an inch to maybe even more. It just depends, again, exactly on the track of that tropical system. If it comes up into the northern Gulf and then makes landfall somewhere between about Louisiana and Florida, we'll have a better chance of seeing some of that tropical moisture. But for today, it's going to be a nice day. I mean, yeah, we'll have the clouds, but all in all, it looks pretty nice for November standards. 77. We'll have wind gusts upwards of 20 to maybe even 25 miles per hour. But again, only a very slim chance of a spotty shower today. And then tonight, we're going to drop back into the 60s. Our average low this time of the year in the low to mid 40s. So we're going to be way above that mark. Going to be mild, pleasant. Again, can't rule out a spotty shower chance tonight either. For the next 7 days, we'll have plenty of rain chances coming our way over the next 7. Wednesday to begin, and then again on this weekend. Temperatures staying in the 70s all the way through this week.
Show us your mug and you could win a Local 3 mug, plus 4 tickets to cheer on Chattanooga's team this fall at a Mocs football home game. Email your photo to showusyourmug@local3news.com. Watch for our winner every Monday morning on Local 3 News Today.
I'm C-Mark. I'm John Mark. You know where to find us. 265-HURT. That's 265-4878.
Back for Jack for more.
We have a pretty big dog who loves exercise, so as soon as we moved in, we knew that we wanted to get a fence. Quality Fence was really easy to work with.
They're a local company. They did a great job with us. They came out, they gave us a fair and reasonable price and a great quality fence.
It's super easy to just wake up and let her out in the morning and not have to be out here with her.
For a limited time, get free installation with purchase of a new residential fence during our end-of-year sale going on right now.
Your authorized Triton and Tracker Boats dealer is Island Cove Outdoor Center on Highway 58. Come see the new Triton boats in stock now. Island Cove has the largest selection of Tracker boats within 100 miles, including a 10-year bow to stern warranty from Sun Tracker pontoon boats. Come see the all-new Nitro Bass Boats, Tahoe Sports Boats, Tracker Aluminum Boats, and the new Triton Boats. Visit Island Cove Outdoor Center and Island Cove Marina and Resort, Highway 58, your local authorized Triton and Tracker Boats dealer.
Mom or dad having trouble? Home Health coming to assess that Medical Supply Store provide the care products and mobility equipment to keep them home. Browse our showroom or visit medicalsupply.store.net. Medical Supply Store, the products and equipment needed to heal and thrive at home.
Mathis Court, weekdays at 2 here on Local 3.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show. Dreams do come true. A truly uplifting story of love after loss.
I wouldn't be here today if someone had not decided to become an organ donor.
And the lovely Christina Milian.
Sponsored locally by TBFCU.
November is Lung Cancer Awareness Month. That's a frightening diagnosis for sure, but when it's caught early, lung cancer actually is very treatable. Dr. Rob Pedrick has been telling us that for years. He, of course, is with the Chest and Lung Cancer Center at CHI Memorial, and he has brought a very special guest with him, his sister this morning. This is Kathy Fiacco, and you are really in town working with your brother because for years now he's been doing something, do you call it the White Ribbon Project?
White Ribbon Project, but really embedding ourselves in high schools, trying to change the stigma around lung cancer and hopefully encourage some of these young bright minds to go into the lung cancer field.
So I have hidden here this year's White Ribbon, and Kathy, I'll let you talk about it because you were, the white is very significant actually for you.
Yes.
Y'all were at GPS.
So we've been at GPS, and GPS is helping to craft the white ribbons, and with these they start out and they're cut, then they sand them, then they paint them, put a sticker on it, and then sign on the back messages of support to anyone that's been impacted by lung cancer. So it's an opportunity for students to have that conversation time as they craft the ribbons, and we can talk to them about their experience with lung cancer and also identify members and the people in the community that would like that support.
So you've been on talking about this for a while now. You've gone to other schools, but are you saying that the girls at GPS have always been crafting these?
No,
just this year?
This year. It's part of the process. We're also trying to get their ideas. You know, how do you talk about something like lung cancer? It's not easy. But how do you get our messaging about that screening saves lives? Who should get screened? And so kids have a very creative, bright mind. And part of it is asking the students, how do we message this? How do we get the word out?
Well, let's talk a little bit about that though, because there's added significance this year because the GPS community, y'all recently lost a classmate of yours to lung cancer, not a smoker.
Right. We lost a incredible classmate of ours, Kate Tinkler-Mueller, and we lost her this past year to lung cancer. And we had been back for a class reunion, and she had been a prominent part of that, and then 6 months later we were back for her funeral. So it gave our class, we're a very close-knit group at GPS. That's one of the great things about being part of the GPS community. And so we said, we want to do something in Kate's honor. So that's one reason why at GPS we have an added energy behind what we're doing is to get the word out about women and lung cancer and get the word out to who needs to be screened.
Okay, let's talk about that screening though, because as women we are all very busy. Your brother here is a rock star in town, but it was your idea, as I understand it, Rob, to do this Breathe Easy mobile coach. So you take the screening to people.
Make it easy. So if you have to do something you really don't want to do, turns out we'll wait. When we feel good, a day we're not having any symptoms, don't really need to go to the doctor, we'll give it about the same amount of time as you'll wait for a hamburger at a fast food place, so about 7 minutes. So my challenge was to design a doctor visit that's 7 minutes. That gets the screening done, only takes a few minutes to do the screening, about 7 to 8 minutes to do the whole process. But make it really convenient so people will engage and do it, but it doesn't run their day. So the mobile Breathe Easy was that solution to what people were telling us, quick and easy doctor visits.
I think you've told me before that women are kind of on the uptick in lung cancer diagnoses, is that right?
Yeah, it's really alarming. We're starting to see two different types of lung cancer. Those that occur in women are genetically driven, have nothing to do with tobacco use, and that's on the rise. So probably a little bit more than 30% of my patients are women non-smokers, and they're always caught off guard because we blame it on tobacco. Tobacco use is going down. More commonly you'll see it in men, and you're seeing men lung cancer rates go down, but the women are going up. So we got to solve that problem. That's part of engaging these young students into interest in genomic science, understanding the DNA of cancer cells, and coming up with a solution.
So there you've been on campus at GPS. Have you been meeting with all grades, 6 through 12?
So for example, the middle school helped craft the ribbons. The high school, we've been engaged with bringing that STEM energy equipment education in, and talking to them just about the impact. And we were there yesterday, and in fact asked the question, how many people have been impacted by lung cancer? And I was surprised and also impacted by how many people raise their hands. And so we're giving that information to them of women need to especially pay attention to this, get the word out to your moms, grandmothers, everybody else as well. But we're used to mammograms.
Yeah.
Well, this is less than 10 minutes. You don't even take your shoes off. So it's such a simple scan that can give such powerful information.
And it's hard to believe, but you say it all the time, so I'm going to take you at your word. If you do detect it early, the outcome is usually pretty positive.
Cure is almost certain. I mean, it's just that dramatic of a difference. And what's even better is what treatment options we currently have available, and they'll keep getting better. You're not going to fill out even FMLA papers. It's a one-day surgery, it's 4 days of radiation. We have so many other new therapies coming in. They're going to be robotically driven. Such a bright hope for people who view lung cancer as such a dismal and terrible disease to have.
So if people want to get the mobile coach to them, how do they do that?
495 Lung.
Okay.
We'll be, during this month, we're going to be at GPS on the 12th, screening people. We'll also be at Alice Blue on the 21st and 22nd.
21st and 22nd.
People, so we're trying to keep it in town so we can get all of our local viewers a chance to get on the bus and make it really simple.
Well, we will add you to our list of Thanksgiving blessings, so we thank you for that very much. And I'll coin the GPS phrase, so here's to the girls, all of which we are. So thank you so much for your time.
Thanks.
Hello, I'm Chris Keith from Wedemark Keith. After a car wreck, things can get really tough. Let us help make that easier. We're more than lawyers. We're your support, guiding you through a potential nightmare. For us, it's more than a case, it's personal.
Hey guys, if you're struggling with ED or your performance is down and your belly fat is growing, listen up. You've got one life. Now's the time to act. The Chattanooga Men's Clinic has years of proven results for increasing drive and performance. We've introduced ED and enhancement treatments so exclusive, you'll wonder why you waited. Join the League of Gentlemen who've walked out of our doors with a swagger. Call 423-402-9720 or visit ChattanoogaMen'sClinic.com. Chattanooga Men's Clinic, making it happen.
If your family's anything like mine, life brings in dirt and messes.
Touchdown! Yes! Yes! Oh!
Sit back, relax, and leave the deep cleaning to the pros. Your home isn't clean until it's Stanley Steamer Clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
This fall, it's time to huddle up and protect your home with Armor Exteriors. Get your roof and siding ready for game day with our Fall Fix-Up Special. We're calling 3 winning plays to help you save big. Upgrade your roof or siding before this winter hits. Our team is ready to tackle your project with expert precision, keeping your home protected and looking great. Don't fumble on home protection. Call Armor Exteriors for unbeatable savings. Don't miss the play of the year. Armor up with Armor Exteriors.
But at Wedemark Keith, we prioritize constant communication and, well, you. Our commitment to you is exceptional communication, always being accessible, and always being responsive. Call Wedemark Keith today. It's more to us. It's personal.
Holiday savings up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic at Mermaid Mattress.
So let me introduce to you this morning Lindsay McKegg. She is here with Cornerstone Caregiving, and when she walked in the studio, that smile of hers just lit up the room. So good to see you.
Yes, thank you so much.
I wanted to begin with that because you work with primarily senior citizens who need some care at home, non-medical care.
Yes.
I am the daughter of a 94-year-old mom, and so she still lives on her own, but my brothers and I have this frequent conversation with her. And the countenance of the person that you trust your loved one to is very important.
It is, absolutely.
That's why I wanted to begin with your smile.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much.
So you are doing non-medical care, which does not mean that you don't work in conjunction with people who need medical care, but you're providing the companionship and the
Yes, there is a whole list of services that Cornerstone can provide as far as bathing, dressing, incontinence care, transportation, medication reminders. There's a lot of things that we can do in partnership with the medical team as far as hospice or home health. So a lot of times we partner with them and try to fill the gaps of care because they're there a couple times a week. So we can come in and fill the gaps of care with them.
So we'll kind of talk through the process of it all because it's highly individualized.
Yes.
One thing, you obviously work with people who have long-term care insurance. You'll even take people to the VA if they're a veteran.
Yes, ma'am.
To help them. I love the fact, though, Lindsay, that you don't have a minimum number of hours that people have to use.
Yes, that is correct. So we can come in and help mom or dad 1 hour a day or 24/7 care. It's really what the needs are. And it's also very flexible. So we could start small. A lot of families, you know, this is an adjustment for mom or dad. So we could start small and then increase hours week by week if needed.
You can't obviously control everything. And so your staff has changes with their lives and that type of thing. But do you try to send the same person as often as possible?
That is our goal. So when I come out and meet with the family, I get to learn mom or dad, right? What the care is needed, plus their personality, because all of the care is so important to us as well, but the companionship is also very important. So we try to pair a caregiver that is going to be a great fit for mom or dad and can continue that same caregiver every shift.
Well, then let's talk about the process, because you said when you come out, so are you kind of the front person?
Yes, ma'am. It's me. Yes, ma'am. So let's just say mom or dad's being discharged from the hospital. You know, they need care right away, starting today. Well, that's where they call Cornerstone Caregiving. I come out, I meet with the family, we talk about the needs, we talk about the schedule in mind. We kind of come up with a care plan. It takes about 30 minutes for that home assessment, or I could come into the hospital where they're at. I come out, do the assessment, and then I also come back with the caregiver. I like to introduce the families. Hey, this is your caregiver that's going to be taking care of mom or dad. I think it's going to be a great fit for you guys. And so they're going to see me again once I come back out and introduce the caregiver to them.
So let's say, because the holidays, I mean, obviously there could be some people watching who think, ooh, we do need this right now.
Yes, yeah.
There also could be some people who might be getting together over the holidays and notice some shifts in their parents or grandparents.
Yes. Yes, and when you talk about holidays, you know, I wanted to say that let us come in and take care of mom or dad, getting her up out of bed, getting her bathed, getting her dressed, so you guys, the family, can be together, not having to worry about getting mom or dad up, or even transportation, taking mom and dad to where the family's gathering, so they don't have to stress about that. They can just really spend time together as a family.
Do you have clients who maybe don't have any needs physically, they just could use some help in the kitchen or that type of thing?
Absolutely. We have families, you know, talking about last year, we had families that had our caregivers come and just cook the turkey for them or help with the dishes. We all know with Thanksgiving, dishes are, you know, there's so many dishes with Thanksgiving. So just having that extra hand in the kitchen.
I think that people marvel at what it is to have the heart of a caregiver. Can you brag a little bit about your staff?
Yes, absolutely. I will say we have the top-notch caregivers. My team, our recruiting team, Gary Frame, he is our hiring and recruiting that brings the caregivers on board. We invest in our caregivers to ensure that we're hiring caregivers with experience and with that passion. And also we have Tyler Henry. He is our scheduling manager. He also does our training as well. So we always ensure if there's any type of equipment on in the home, Tyler will go out and just to do a check to ensure the caregiver is fully confident in using that equipment.
That's nice.
Yes.
If there is a transportation used with y'all, do you drive the client's car or does your caregiver drive his
Either
or her
way,
car?
so it's the client's preference. We can drive the client's car or the client's or the caregiver's car.
So I know you're based in Saudi Daisy, but you service pretty much
Chattanooga and the surrounding cities. Yes, ma'am.
You just opened about a year ago.
Yes.
If people do call you today, you cannot be all places at all times.
Right.
But they can get help pretty quickly.
Yes, and also if I'm with another family, that's where Tyler and Gary come in. They can also come to the house and sign the family up as well.
The fact that there's no minimum number of hours required is really very important, I think, to stress.
Absolutely. No minimum hours, 1 hour a day, 1 hour a week, or 24/7 care.
All right, well, you keep that smile.
Yes,
And
thank you
here's
so
where
much.
You'll find her. It's Cornerstone Caregiving. There's the address on Dayton Pike and Soddy Daisy, cornerstonecaregiving.com. And if you want to call them, 497-3915. They're there to make your everyday a lot happier and easier.
Yes.
Did you know that clogged dryer vents caused more than 15,000 house fires last year? Dryer Vent Wizard of Chattanooga will inspect, clean, and repair your vent so your dryer runs efficiently and safely. Don't let your dryer start a fire. Call Dryer Vent Wizard of Chattanooga today.
I was in a head-on collision with a drunk driver, and now I'm permanently injured.
I needed surgery, and the insurance company only offered me $500.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, you deserve more.
More answers to your questions, more attention to your case.
And more money in your pocket.
The insiders got me $500,000 for my wreck. Much more than the insurance company was offering.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, call us.
It's just that easy.
Call 265-1100.
Next January, one of us will be president. If it's Donald Trump, he will wake up every day and stew over his enemies list. That will help no one. If I am president, I'll be focused on my to-do list for you, the American people. I'll cut costs by cracking down on corporate price gouging, make housing more affordable, lower taxes for middle-class families, and protect Social Security. I will focus on getting things done. I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message. Let's get to work.
When you're injured on the job, you need more than just a workers' comp lawyer. Many times your injury was because of a defective product, and our team of product lawyers will bring a claim against the manufacturer. Other times, you need to file for Social Security. Finally, your employer could try to retaliate if you bring a claim, and our employment law team is ready to slap them back hard. You can count on us. There's only one Morgan & Morgan for the people.
Did you know that clogged dryer vents caused more than 15,000 house fires last year? Dryer Vent Wizard of Chattanooga will inspect, clean, and repair your vent so your dryer runs efficiently and safely. Don't let your dryer start a fire. Call Dryer Vent Wizard of Chattanooga today.
Okay, how many times have you said, I only have two hands? Well, if you're a realtor in town, you get another set this morning, perhaps even more than that, because this is Erin Bollinger. She has Follow the Signs Realty. Great to see you.
Thanks for having me, Julie.
So your business is kind of a fill in the niche and fill in the cracks for realtors in town who have to be all things to all people at all times of day.
Absolutely. We have licensed realtors on staff that will come and assist you when your hands are too full.
So what does that look like? I mean, you were telling me in the office some things that you do, and as you were running down the list, I thought I had no idea the real estate business was that complicated, from sunset pictures to you name it.
Absolutely. So our business can cover anything from a bad inspection to a need to deliver a pizza on a Friday night when a deal's gone bad. We want to be that needs-based gap filler for you and your business to make sure that you provide the best customer service and support for all of your clients.
Okay, so get in the weeds with me a little bit. Like you mentioned a bad inspection. What would that look like?
So say you're under contract on a house and the inspection has gone awry and there is no immediate way to navigate to the end, so you back out of the deal. You lose your dream house. Your clients are upset, and you have 4 more appointments. You can call Follow the Signs, and we will hand deliver a note from you with a sympathy gift of local items to their door, to their work, almost like flowers on a bad day.
Gotcha.
Just to let you know, we're here for you. We're going to stay with you. We are going to get you in that house that you want.
Okay, so that carries us then to these baskets that you have.
Absolutely.
Because you are here, the Chamber of Commerce sent you our way this morning, and we're so glad that they did. So you're a small business supporting other small businesses. So you're curating little gift baskets like this.
Absolutely. And everything in these baskets is local, female, or minority-owned products.
Okay.
So what we have here is a non-food-based product, which handles Chateau Glow by Selective Selections by Shay. She is a organic candle maker. Then we have Desjanae from Earth to Skin. She is an organic skin therapist. She does everything from hand soaps to bar soaps to oils. And then we also have One Bridges Art. And
Are those coasters?
They are coasters. They are
so
stone
cute.
coasters that have the Chattanooga downtown landmarks on them.
Okay, so I'm going to go back now to this horrible situation where the inspection has shown something bad and the sale has fallen apart, and you as a realtor hurt for your client, and you also don't want them to give up because you want to still hold on to them and their business. So do they go online with you, or do they call you about
Absolutely.
getting one of these?
A realtor can go online and order, or call immediately. Call our company and say, I've got a client that just needs a little extra love today.
And
What
they
can
can tell
you do
you
for me?
about them a little bit if they know something?
Absolutely. I always
it.
ask to know a background. Do you have dogs? Do you have kids? Do you like to garden? What do you like? Are you a foodie? Are you an adventurist?
Right.
We also offer we offer a lot, but for the holiday right now, what we're doing is $33 baskets. We hand deliver to your clients. What we do is we get a list of your favorite clients of the year, and we can do a sugar, spice, or naughty basket. The sugar basket has got all sweets and an ornament. The spicy basket, of course, has got all of your spicy items, and then we've got a non-food basket as well.
Okay, we are coming into the holiday season.
Yes.
And if you are in the real estate business, you are only one person. So if you are having to be spread out in different places at different times, do you have staffing at Follow the Signs to help fill in?
Yes, that's how I staff. I have licensed realtors on call. So what I will do is I will go down my list and ask who is available for me, and I will make sure that someone is available, and if they're not available, I'm available.
Oh, okay, so that if you're having, let's go back with an appraisal.
Sure.
Well, the appraisals you don't want, is it at the appraisal you don't want the buyers and sellers at the house, or is it the home inspection?
It's the appraisal. You
Okay.
are always at the home inspection. That is your
But a
point.
realtor needs to be there for the appraisal.
The realtor doesn't necessarily have to be at the house for the appraisal. That's actually between the loan,
Okay.
the lending institution,
Yeah.
on that end.
Okay.
But I will say that we go and take notes for you. If you can't be there, we have a form that we will take, and we will call you, and we will
Right.
make sure that you know everything that your client needs to know.
You know, that's also kind of nice because it's a second set of eyes on
Exactly.
the same property, and that could be beneficial too.
Exactly.
I would think.
And we are representing Follow the Signs. We are there for you as your assistant. We are not us as a realtor. So that's what we like about our company, is that
Right.
we are there to make your business better, to fill in your gaps.
Okay. For the realtors out there, because this happens to fall on a very good day too. We are talking on a day where there's a realtor event happening in town over at Camp Jordan. So for anybody who's looking to kind of network in with you,
Absolutely.
do you get backlogged in this time of year? Should they think about ordering early?
Yes, right now this is our heaviest time of year, is the client gifting. So I ask that if you would like to get in the next couple of weeks, we can have these delivered for you before the holiday season for sure.
I love it. Okay, so I'm sorry, but I've got like 2 minutes left. This
Yes.
is your spicy one?
This is spicy. This is Seahorse Snacks, and this
Oh, she's
is
great.
Chef Lamont's pickled vegetables, and this is the Bluegrass Grill's spicy jalapeno sauce.
And then this is your sweet tooth over here?
Yes, and that's the Pancake Lady Bakery. She is amazing. Also Sweetbriar vegan chocolates, and then a Sea Rock City ornament.
Love it. So all you have to do is follow the signs, quite literally, to followthesignsrealty.com. Is that the website?
Yes. Thanks,
Easy to find. And again, the Chamber of Commerce sent her our way. Followthesignsrealty.com. If you're a realtor in town, think about giving her a call. She'll make your life a whole lot easier. Thank you.
I'm C-Mark.
I'm John Mark.
Ride alive.
Never text and drive. Go Vols!
Welcome to Redstone Estates, upscale senior living without the upscale price.
After touring several different locations, my husband looked at me and said, I like this place.
You can cook your own meal, or you can come down and have a fabulous one in the dining room.
Being around people. Yeah, we have Christmas party and New Year's Eve parties, and like a little family.
It's all right here. Convenience.
Call now for our move-in special, 423-541-9300.
Injured? Hire the largest injury firm in the world. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
This fall, it's time to huddle up and protect your home with Armor Exteriors. Get your roof and siding ready for game day with our Fall Fix-Up Special. We're calling 3 winning plays to help you save big. Upgrade your roof or siding before this winter hits. Our team is ready to tackle your project with expert precision, keeping your home protected and looking great. Don't fumble on home protection. Call Armor Exteriors for unbeatable savings. Don't miss the play of the year. Armor up with Armor Exteriors.
There's a new app, it's absolutely free, called Crash Companion. It'll automatically walk my daughter through what she's supposed to do.
It's totally free. Download it today wherever you get your apps.
Make Crash Companion your companion. It's just that easy.
From this house to your house, elections matter. What you decide, what your neighbors decide, will impact your life. Count on Local 3 News for complete, unbiased coverage of the issues and the candidates and what they mean for you. And on Election Day, there's no better place than Local 3 for correct, easy-to-decipher election results on air, online, and on our apps. Because elections aren't all about this house, they're about yours.
Brought to you by Warren & Griffin, your local 5-star law firm.
Local Sky 3, taking big local news and stunning views to the next level.
Okay, we're going to talk about your money this morning, and you might be looking at me thinking, okay, then Julie, why are you smiling? I'm worried about my money this morning. But I'm smiling because Kevin Fuerst is here with Fuerst Financial Group, and one of the things I love so about it when Kevin's here is he comes walking in the door, and every month I'll say, well, what are we talking? And every month you'll say, I don't know, what's on your mind? And I'll say, I don't know, what's on yours? But this morning you had an idea.
I did.
And your idea was trying to kind of shut out the noise of too many people and just have kind of one or two trusted coaches when it comes to your money. Is that it?
I think that's right. I think you have to find somebody you trust, somebody that has experience or that has been, you know, schooled in the right manner and or taught this industry, because there's so many different hoops you have to jump through to try to figure it all out. And we call it a trusted advisor or a fiduciary, and making the right decision regardless of your circumstances, because so many times circumstances are driving whatever the client has on their mind. It might be they're spending too much money, they might not be enjoying money. There's the other side too, where people just hoard,
right,
and they're not enjoying it.
Right.
And so now you've got a bunch of money and you pass away at, you know, mortality, and you didn't enjoy it, all the hard work. So there's a balance, but my point is find somebody that you really trust and that will, even if they make you mad, they'll tell you the truth and say, here's the things you should be doing, and here's why you should be doing them. Here's the principles behind the way we think, and then be willing to make those changes and follow that plan out.
So
it's hard to do.
In your world, do people tend to almost job hop? Like, you know how if let's say it was a client of XYZ investment group out there, financial planner, and something happens where they're not really crazy about the outcome. Do people tend to dig in, or should they kind of dig in and give it a chance to shift and let that relationship build? Because it's relationship building as well as wealth growing that you're in the market for.
That's true. It depends on that's a open-ended
It's a person
question.
to person.
It's person to person. Now personally, we don't see our book fluctuate that much, other than people passing away. Now, I'm not saying that I am perfect by any sense of the mean. We do follow certain principles, certain goals. We truly try to listen to the client. I looked back at one of our shows, and I was looking at it, and I hardly said anything because you were talking about your situation with your mom.
So much.
No, it's good. No, I love it, but that's what happens a lot of times in our discussions with people. They start talking and they tell us what they want, and then you have to try to determine, okay, I heard what she said. Now, how can I get her there? And is she going to go with me, or is it going to be a constant, she's not going to do what I say, or she's going to go and do a one-off or a two-off? And then now you've got 3 or 4 different voices telling you different things.
Okay, but I think that was a very gracious way for you to call me out. But no, I know you didn't mean it that way. But it was a good thing, because that is what people are searching for, someone to listen, then guide.
Right, totally. And I'm agreeing with that. So I wasn't calling you out. I was saying that's exactly how it should work. It doesn't have to be me doing all the talking and telling you how great we are and all the things that we can do for you. It has to be, what is this person wanting? Because this person may want to just work as long as they possibly can and enjoy their life all along the way and have nothing. I had somebody call me yesterday and say almost that very thing. I want to figure out how to die broke. And I'm like, okay, I mean, you can do it, but is that really true at the end? It's not true, because she's a super saver, this person is, and so that won't happen. But my point is, some people think they can. So there's a balance, but at the same time, find that person you trust, or one or two people, or if that company that you work with has accountants, attorneys, insurance people that are all working together to try to help you get where you want to go, you've still got 3 or 4 different people. You just can find it in one place. And that's part of what we've done. We have other people, because I don't know everything. So we bring other people to the table. Is it long-term care that you need? Is it long-term care, just the care itself with your parent that you need? Because sometimes people don't know how to help their parents into a facility, or people, it's time to go into a facility. How do we tell them? How do we get there? We know people that can help people do that. I don't know how to do it. Medicare is one that's just
but you've got the team.
We have people that we work with, and so we just either have them come in and speak with them, or we know enough about some things we can help guide them. But
will you remind people of something you said last time, since here we talk at the election? You said something like, studies have shown that no matter who wins an election, we're not talking everyday cost of living, that can certainly change.
Yes.
But the status of your amassed wealth does not change.
No, it was less than 1% difference, regardless if it's Republican or Democrat. So it doesn't matter, in one sense, who wins today. It does for people that are, everybody. That's what America's about. We get to vote, and we get to choose the person, the candidate we want. But don't panic if your person doesn't win, because it's not going to change the outcome of your returns on your wealth. It doesn't matter. We go the stock market and the marketplace goes through cycles. It always has. It always will. And is one of them a dictator, or another one not a dictator, and all that? Just try to get through that and just realize, no matter what happens financially, the market has it is only outperformed by less than 1%. And so your portfolio isn't going to be changed that much by one way or another.
Well, I will say this, if you are looking for someone to trust your growth to, and you need to have someone listen to you, because your life, you haven't gotten to this point quickly, and it's not uncomplicated what you've done to build up the wealth that you have. He's a man who will listen. His website is growkeepleave.com. If you want to spend it all, that's fine, but he'd love to help you keep some to leave if that's what you wish. 899-8555 is the phone number.
Thanks, Julie.
I'm C-Mark.
I'm John Mark.
You know us.
You know where to find us.
265-HURT.
It's 265-4878. We've been here for decades, and we are your local law firm.
Arms up. Arms down.
At Regions, we believe everyone can be good with money. Take Regina. Creating a Regions Green Print plan is giving her a path today to be good with money, and a roadmap to help open new doors for tomorrow. And by getting her paycheck 2 days early with Early Pay,